So welcome back to another video on the infrastructure setup. In this video, we are going to first set up the server. We'll be using Amazon EC2. Then we'll install the dependencies like Java and Apache Tomcat. Next, we are going to create a database. We'll be using MariaDB. You can use version 10 or later. We'll be using this guide to deploy our Fineract setup, so the links will be in the description down below. Let's now switch to the AWS console. So go to the EC2 section of the AWS console, click on EC2. Then let's change the region to North Virginia. So let's wait for it to load. Alright, let's go to instances. So you can see we have no running instances. Let me go ahead and create a new instance. So name it Fineract server. Select Ubuntu and then version 22.04 LTS. The instance type will use T3 medium. So search for T3 medium. We would proceed without a key pair. So here select proceed without a key pair. Scroll down. For the networking settings, we'll use the default. So you can also use the default, follow along, and enable auto assign IP. Subnets, no preference. Change the security group name to make it descriptive. So let me see, Fineract security group. Let me change it to Fineract server to distinguish, because we'll create another one for the database. Go ahead and remove this inbound rule. We won't be using SSH. Change this to 20 GB. This is fine for now. You can increase it later. Under advanced details, go ahead and select an instance profile that has SSM permissions. So if not, you can quickly Google how to create one. Then that is it. So let's go ahead and launch our instance now. So click on launch instance. So let's read the details. Let me zoom out a bit. Okay, I think this is better now. So yeah, whilst we wait for the server to start, says initializing, let's go ahead and create the RDS or the database. So I'll click on create database. Standard create, I'll select MariaDB. The version will be the latest available at this time. So mine is 10.11.9. So I'll go ahead and use that. If you have a newer 11 version, you can also go ahead and use that. Change the master username to root instead of admin. Then, so you can use your own password. So type your password for the database. We'll use it later on when configuring the Fineract application. So keep this handy somewhere. All right, for the instance type, we can leave it as it is. Advanced settings, this is fine. Storage auto scaling, can enable or disable it. I'll disable here. We'll connect an EC2. So let me select my Fineract server that we created earlier. Everything else will remain the same. Choose an existing. I'll just do automatic for now. So for the security group, we'll go ahead and create a new security group. So click create new, enter the name. So mine will be Fineract DB And then the additional configurations, I think this looks fine. You can enable enhanced monitoring if you want to. So let's create a DB. Yeah, so it usually takes a while. Go ahead and close this. While that's creating, let's go and check on our EC2. So now that it's available, so I'll be connecting using Session Manager, but you can also configure to use SSH. So once I'm logged in, go ahead and type sudo su. Switch user to Ubuntu. Let's go to the home Ubuntu folder. There's nothing here. So let's go ahead and follow the installation guide now. Let me scroll all the way to the top. So just copy, you can follow along. The link, as I said, is in the description below. So I'll just paste it. Copy the next one. All right, let me just move it along because it's taking a bit of effort. So copy the next one, paste it. Let me go ahead and run the sudo apt update. This will go ahead and update your repositories and stuff. Let's give it a few seconds, then move on to the next command. Okay, it's done now. Let's move to the next one. So now we install Java 17, JDK 17. Go ahead and press yes. Let's wait for this one to finish as well. Okay, looks like it's almost done. Once it's done, go ahead and check the Java version to make sure that it's installed properly. So just run this command. We have it installed now, as you can see. So let's move on to the next step. So now let's go ahead and download Apache Tomcat itself. So this is the web server we'll be using to host the Fineract application. First, need to make sure it's running properly. So let's go ahead and do that. So give it a few, depending on your internet speed, to download. Let's wait for this to finish downloading. Then we'll go ahead and extract it. So you can see it's a zip file. We need to extract it, and then we'll use the extracted files for the next steps. So let's confirm it's done downloading. Do ls. Yeah, then unzip. Unzip is not installed. Let me go ahead and do that. Let's just copy this command, paste it. Okay, so let's go ahead and run it again. Unzip. So let's cd into the folder now that it's unzipped. Go into the bin folder. Now let's go ahead and run Catalina, then run. So this will go ahead and start the Tomcat server. We'll verify that it's running, then we'll now install Fineract. So I can see in the logs it says the web server is started on port 8080. So copy the public IP of the box. Then we need to whitelist our IP address or open up port 8080 on the server. So click on the security group we created earlier. Go to inbound rules, edit it, add a new rule, select port 8080. And then for now, I'll be opening up IPv4, so 0.0.0.0. In production, this is not recommended. It's recommended you whitelist only the IPs that need access to it. But this is a demo, so go ahead and use this for now. So let me now open it in my web browser. As you can see, Tomcat is running now.